Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Candace and I am the creator of Candy's Cake Pops located in Boca Raton, Florida. Today's video is all about cake pop displays. So I'm going to give you some really fun, cool ideas and inexpensive ways of displaying your cake pops for your upcoming event. So let's get started. First things first, something that most people have laying around the house are glass jars and vases. So what I did here was I just took a regular mason jar and I just filled it with something that I had laying around, was sugar. And this is an easy way to just showcase your cake pops. The wide mouth jar will hold about 8 to 10 cake pops depending on how you place them in there. And you can see you can fill them up with different kinds of candies and beads and all sorts of fun little things. I did little multicolored sprinkles on this one and silver little jawbreakers. And probably the easiest place for you to get the bulk candies would be on Amazon. So I'll find a couple links and I'll put that down in the below description box. Okay, next up, another great option would be Styrofoam circles. So you can pick these up at your local craft store. This size right here holds up to 12, 13 cake pops depending on how close or far away you place them. This is 6 inches in diameter and you want to make sure to get it so it's at least 2 inches thick in depth. That way when you go to place the cake pops in there, it has enough to snugly fit without moving around. Something like this will probably cost only a couple of bucks, probably less than $5, and you can get them in all various different sizes. Okay, another really great option that I found at the craft store were these really neat looking cones. So this guy is 8 inches in height and it holds anywhere from 24 to 30 cake pops. So it really holds a nice amount of cake pops for the price. And this is less than $5 for the styrofoam cone. So what I did was the same thing with the styrofoam circle, is I spray painted it, and you want to use this special type of styrofoam safe spray paint. So I did that, and then I just put some glitter around it, and you could even just use this plain and put some ribbon around it, whatever you want to kind of match with your theme. If you use regular spray paint, it'll eat at the styrofoam, it'll kind of like melt, so you want to avoid that situation from happening. Another really cool option that I found were styrofoam cubes. So this is super cool, and this was $4 at the craft store for just the plain styrofoam. And what I did was I took craft scrapbook paper and cut it out. This is 5 inches in thickness, so I just cut out 5-inch strips and then I glue gunned it. So I mean, you could use whatever kind of cool and fun paper that you find and use that to match with your theme. So the paper is less than $2 and this little styrofoam cube was $5. So I mean, you can't go wrong. And then I found this really cute little blingy sticker and you could add that on there. There's all sorts of really cool things that you can find at the craft store. They have like butterflies and flowers and you know, something like this is less than $5. So it's a really great option for you. I'm going to clear some of this stuff off and then I'll add some new displays and show you in just a second. Okay, so with the magic of editing, we have some more cake pop displays for you. So up next is the styrofoam half sphere. So that's this guy right here, and it's a really cool, unique, and fun shape to display the cake pops. So this half sphere right here was only $4. And what I decided to do on this one was I just grabbed some tissue paper that I had in the back and then just wrapped it around the top of it and then tucked it under and then taped it. And this was just an easy way of kind of covering the styrofoam in a different way. You could also do the same thing where you could spray paint it and put some ribbon around it, whatever you think would look best with that. So for $4 and some change, you can hold up to 40 cake pops, which is great. Love this idea. So So next up is a really cool, nifty idea of using gift boxes for the cake pop displays. So while I was at the craft store walking around the aisles, I found these really cool gift boxes and was like, I could totally do something with this. So it's nice because they come in different sizes and different colors. So if you're doing something a little bit more rustic, we have the craft. Something a little bit more sleek, we have the black. And then there's the very nice, clean looking white. So the nice thing about these is that they're really nice and sturdy. And then if you really wanted, you could put a very thin layer of styrofoam on the bottom. I also recommend you could put little beans or beads or sugar on the bottom. That way the cake stand is a little bit heavy, and then the pops will stay a little bit straighter so they won't be moving around so much. So the way that I did this is I measured it out first by taking the cake pop and putting one next to another just to find out how far they needed to be against each other so the holes in the cake pops, they don't hit each other. So first you got to do that part because everybody's items are going to be a little bit different, but I would say at least 2 inches would be best for that. And then what I did to kind of make it so it didn't look like an actual gift box is I just glued ribbon around it. So here's just 3 different options of different ribbons. This I did the little bling, and then here we got lace, which would be nice for like a bridal shower, and then this is just regular ribbon. But you can tell that it kind of takes away from the look of just a a gift box. And this is just a really nice, easy way of displaying your cake pops at a great price. So this size box here was $3.99. So you can't beat it. And then this holds 30 cake pops. So these guys are going to hold a little bit less, but they're $3, so that's no big deal. And I really just like the size of this one too, and it looks really nice with the gold. This guy, he was $4 also, and he holds up to 12 to 14 cake pops. So very cool. Okay, and now we have even more displays. So a few of these ones I actually have on my website on cakepops.com. So I'm going to put some links below in the description box of how you can find these. If you're not crafty or you don't feel like making them, or it's just like you don't have the time, I got you. So these guys here are styrofoam faux cake displays that we make here and we color them. So this one here is a 2-tier and it holds up to 24. We also have a 3-tier size that we ship and a 4-tier size. So the 3-tier is going to hold 36 to 48 cake pops, and the 4-tier is going to hold 48 to about 72 cake pops. So these guys are really cute. So when you order the cake pops, you could just let us know the colors that you want to have your display in, and then we kind of coordinate it with what we have in the back. Another easy way to display the cake pops that we have ready to go at our bakery are the acrylic cake pop displays. So right here we have one that holds 42 cake pops, and then we also have one that holds 21. So these can just be reused, and then you just, upon receiving them in the mail, you just put them together with the little Phillips screwdriver, and you can use those several times over and over. I also have this option for the acrylic displays. This holds 12, and these ones are a little bit more sturdy, heavy duty. I actually have these made from a local plastic company, and I really like these, and I use these actually for my own displays. So this would be great for somebody that has a lot of parties and wants to keep reusing them all the time, or a catering company where you know that you're going to get a lot of use out of them. They're a little bit more expensive than these other ones, but it's because they're really high quality and a nice thickness here. So another great option would be to have your cake pops made upside down. So if you're making them at your house, make sure to have a piece of parchment paper down when you're making the cake pops, and then as they're drying, you want to flip them over and then hold them for a little bit so they're nice and straight, and then let go. And then that way they'll create a nice little bottom there, and you can literally just put them on any kind of plate or platter. So you can get something simple. I got this at Home Goods for just a few dollars. You can hold a bunch of cake pops on here, at least 12. You can also get these nice fancy cake displays and put your cake pops on like that. And this is just a fun little platter that I got just to put these guys on. And literally it's just any kind of plate or platter that you have, or something simple that you can just purchase for your event would work nicely. But hopefully we gave you some really good tips and tricks and ideas to display your cake pops in the future. If you have any questions, you can comment underneath and we'll help you out with anything that we can. Thank you so much, and I'm glad you joined us. Bye-bye.